Hello everybody, welcome back to our Wake Forest Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. I'm your host JT Plays, and it's the halfway point of the 2016 college football season. Your Demon Deacons come in at 2-2 after last week's debacle against the NC State Wolfpack. First of all, we're going to check recruiting because we have just signed, excitement in the voice, we have just signed a pretty good kid. He's a 4-star athlete, and we are going to look at him. First, we have to find him on the position board, and he should be right here. Brandon Black, 4-star, 67 overall, cornerback out of College Station, Texas. He's balanced, and honestly, not that bad. 91 excel, 89 speed, 80 jump, 83 stamina, 70 play rec, 79 man, 76 zone, 71 price. He will probably be our starting cornerback, or at least one of them, in the upcoming season. As for the other guys, we have two ready to visit, Kelvin Noble and Keith Cole. We're going to offer contracts, scholarships, whatever you want to call them. But the important thing is here, 70 overall defensive tackle Kevin Noble. He's out of California, Fountain Valley. So, not going to Cal. He only has one California team in his top 5. He really wants to play in the ACC, and good for him. Luckily, he wants to come to Wake Forest. So, we're going to scout him. And, oh, that's a hit. That is not good for him. However, Keith Cole, the 63 defensive end, he does jump up too, but that will take care of points on here. And just all around team needs wide receivers. Not outside, or is it outside? Yeah, it's outside linebacker. I'm just gonna call it offensive linebacker. Quarterback, because our first two left. So yeah, just very, very limited scouting. If you look at the top classes, well, Wake Forest is 24th. That is very, very, very good. You see we're still 3-star prestige, but look at our offense. Up to 93. Our defense has dropped to 80, and overall, it's gone to 84. But we have the 24th best recruiting class right now in 2016. And yeah, I would say that's pretty good for a Wake Forest team who has been only one bowl game in 4 years, but hey, that's fine. So, with that said, that's recruiting done. Get it out of the way. Now it's time to look at the ACC stats and standings and top 25, Heisman watch so far, and then of course round it out with stats. So let's get into it. So far, in the top 25, we're going to start there. It is Ohio State, the Buckeye Nation, coming in big, 4-0. FSU is second. Clemson is fourth. Virginia Tech third. Clemson we play next episode, so look out for that one. That's going to be a tough match. Georgia Tech fifth. TCU, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Miami, UCLA top 10, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Florida, Oregon, Michigan State 11-15, and rounding out your top 25, Texas, USC, Nebraska, Ohio, Alabama, California, Michigan, LSU, Washington, Stanford. Other receiving votes, let's go, nope, let's hit X. We're not in it, but look who is. Navy, UL Lafayette, San Diego State, Arkansas, Tennessee. You just don't see those teams up there, so congratulations for them to get it up there. Now to conference standings in the ACC Atlantic. Wake Forest, yeah, they've only played one ACC game, and yes, it was against NC State. But look at us, we're 2-2. We scored 93 points, well, it's not good, but we've only allowed 101, so defense is on point so far this year. If you look at the ACC Coastal, Yeah, we're dead last. So let's go back to the Atlantic. Boston College technically is worse than us, 1-3 record instead of 2-2. But if we upset the nation like we did with Notre Dame, and we beat Clemson, we beat FSU, we're going to be looking at a bowl game. Guarantee you that. So, Florida State leads the Atlantic 5-0. Clemson 4-0. NC State 2-3. They're up there with the win over us. Maryland, Syracuse. Then we're in 6th. And then Boston College 7th. Let's go ahead and take a look at Heisman Watch. So far in the 2016 season, Michael Miller for Ole Miss is in the first spot. Preston Dewey for Miami dropped to 2nd. Albert Reed for Navy. Of all teams, Navy, because you run read option. He's 3rd. Navy could win the Heisman. TJ Millward, quarterback for UCLA, up to 4th. And then Jake Oliver, wide receiver. You don't see any of those either. Junior out of Texas, drops to 5th. Navy, if they win, I think we have a problem in college football. I'm just saying, I think we do. So let's go ahead and let's go to season stats. So far for Wake Forest, Tyler Cameron, what more could you want? 141 rating so far. He's 85 for 120, 960 yards, 3 touchdowns. As always, those interceptions are a problem for Cameron. He only has 3 of them, so we're cutting back. He's good for 70% completion. He's getting about 240 yards per game. He's been sacked 6 times. Trust me, that's really good for our offensive line. Rushing, well, there's only one man that you need to look at. Desmond Wortham, 80 attempts on 448, 5.6 average a carry, and 5 touchdowns with a 56 longest run. Yeah, I think he should be up there instead of the Navy quarterback. That's just me. He has over 100 yards after contact. He has 3 runs, more than 20. He's broken 7 tackles and no fumbles on this man's resume. So, yeah, he's doing pretty good. Receiving, Walter Smith, our man of the year so far. At least actually at a receiver spot. Walter Smith, 18 catches, 314 yards, averaging 17.5 yards per reception. He is our Megatron. He is our T.Y. Hilton. He is our A.J. Green. That's who this man is. And he's a senior, so unfortunately he will be leaving us. He's only had 1 touchdown, but he has had a heck of a year. Other receiving votes, Anthony Rook, our tight end, Jonathan Williams, Tyree Harris, and then our fullback who shouldn't be on that list but is. Let's go to defensive side. Well, if we take a look, Ford Howe, middle linebacker, one of our juniors on the team, 28 tackles, 26 of them solo. That leads the way for the Wake Forest defense. Tackles for loss, Ali Lamont. We'll miss him, James Looney, and Jeff Justice. Not so much Justice, but more so of Ali Lamont and James Looney. I thought Justice was a senior, or maybe, yeah, okay, it was Lance Virgil. That's what I thought it was. But right now, Ali Lamont doing his workload as a senior. 11 tackles for losses, 23 tackles, 2 sacks. For the Demon Deacons defense, Ryan Javoyne has the only interception, and he got tackled for a loss of 2 yards. So, not the greatest. Pass deflections, Ford Howe also leads that. He is our man on defense this year. He could potentially take captain next year. And he's only 77 overall. So, get what you get, say what you say. He's pretty good. Kicking, I know it's not that important, but it always seems to come in clutch. Adam King, the freshman, 3 for 3 on field goals. His longest is 42. We've divided up, we've calculated the range. His longest can be 45 yards. So, there you go. 12 for 12 on extra points. You shouldn't miss those. And guys, that is just about going to wrap it up from College Football Nation, Wake Forest Nation, of the 2016 season. As we skim the passing leaders, rushing, all that, I would like to thank you for watching this edition of Wake Forest Demon Deacon Football. I know it wasn't a game, but it was a halfway report and they're very important. So without that, thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do whatever you feel is necessary. And I will see you all later.